In this video, I will be discussing muscular fitness assessments by going over a 1RM strength test for muscular strength and a push-up test for muscular endurance. The equipment used for the 1 repetition maximum 1RM strength test using bench press is a bench press, a spotter, which is always necessary when lifting heavy weights in the form of plates, and bar clips to keep weight from sliding off the bar. For the push-up test, you need a floor mat. For a 1RM protocol, begin with a 5 to 10 minute warm-up consisting of a low-intensity aerobic exercise such as jogging. Perform a specific warm-up set with a light load for several repetitions. The initial weight should be 50 to 70% of perceived capacity. Attempt a 1RM, rest 3 to 5 minutes before the next attempt if successful. Progressively increase the weight by 2.5 to 20 kilograms until the lift cannot be completed. A 1RM should be achieved within 4 sets to avoid fatigue. 1RM is the heaviest weight lifted successfully through full ROM with proper technique, unassisted. Remember that when performing the bench press to keep your feet flat on the ground and your hands closed tightly around the bar. Here I am performing a specific warm-up with a light load to get adjusted to the motion. The initial weight should be 50 to 70% of perceived capacity. Remember to rest 3 to 5 minutes before the next attempt. Progressively increase the weight by 2.5 to 20 kilograms until the lift cannot be completed. Remember that a 1RM should be achieved within 4 sets to avoid fatigue. To calculate the strength to weight ratio for bench press, divide the weight pushed in pounds by body weight in pounds. At 160 pounds, I push 205 pounds, yielding a ratio of 1.28. According to ACSM guidelines, this places me in the good category. A submaximal strength test assesses the capacity of an individual to successfully perform consecutive muscular contractions with a heavy, near maximal load for a relatively short time period. This test must be done with proper form, unassisted. The amount of repetitions allowed for this test is 2 to 10. A maximal strength test assesses the capacity of the individual to successfully perform a single muscular contraction with a heavy maximal load. This test must be done with proper form, unassisted. There are several circumstances where a submaximal protocol is chosen over a maximal protocol. A submaximal protocol is more appropriate for adolescents, sedentary populations, and older populations. A maximal test can cause a high amount of stress on the body as well as increased blood pressure to a higher point than a submaximal test. A submaximal test is safer than a 1RM test due to the fact that only submaximal loads are used. A 1RM test also requires more technique and higher skill level. The following equation is used for predicting a 1RM based on reps to fatigue. Predicted 1RM equals the weight lifted divided by 1.0278 minus 0.0278 times x, where x is the number of reps performed. For the push-up test, the individual starts in the standard down position with hands pointing forward under the shoulder, back straight, and head up. The toes are the pivotal point. A modified push-up may be used in which the pivotal point is the knees. The legs are together, ankles are plantar flexed, hands are pointing forward under the shoulder, back is straight, and head is up. The individual must raise the body to a straight arm position by fully straightening the elbows and then lowering back down to the starting position. The chin must touch the mat in the down position. Exhale when pushing off from the floor, remembering that the back must remain straight at all times and the stomach should not touch the floor in the down position. The maximum number of consecutively performed push-ups is the score. Terminate the test once proper form is not maintained within 2 repetitions. Here I am performing the proper technique starting in the down position, raising to a straight arm position, lowering back down until my chin touches the mat, all while keeping my back straight. Remember, the goal is to perform as many consecutive proper push-ups as possible. Here I am performing the proper technique for the modified push-up, this time with my knees as the pivotal point.